Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. In this video, we are going to learn how we can delete a record from business object. In previous video, we explained our created application where we search the employee from the business object and we updated the employee record from the business object. Now in this video, we are going to learn how we can delete the record from the business object. So let's begin. So in this video, you are going to learn how to delete the record from business object, and obvious we have already developed the searching page and updating the page. Let's move to the practical part. So here you can see we have already created the page where we are updating the records. Now it's time to delete the record. For deleting the record, we will use the same approach as we are using to update the record. For updating the record, what we are going to do, we are just searching the record based on the employee ID, and whatever result is for the search we are displaying in the text box, and with the help of this update button we are updating the record in the business object. The same way we'll use employee will search the details based on employee ID, and whatever data it will search we will give one button, and whenever user will click on that button it will delete that record from business object. So how we can perform that one? So let me show. So first we will add the button here. Once we will click on, the user will click on that button, it will move to the action chain, and in the action chain we will call the endpoint to delete the record based on the employee ID. So here let me add one button. So I will drag the button here. I will give the name to button as delete and change the button style chroming to the call to action. Now we want to delete the record, right? So here we will select and go to the event, and we will select one event, that OJ event, that is the button click event, right? I will give the name to this event as the delete button action chain. Now friend, here you can see we already created this variable. This variable is going to hold the employee data whenever user will click on the search button. So whenever user will click on the search button, this search button, it will pass this employee ID to the REST call for the endpoint, get employee endpoint, and whatever data it will return, the data will be assigned to the variable, and we have already mapped that variable with this all the text boxes. So now we have that variable having the employee details. When user will click on the search, we will use same variable, and that variable having the ID, we will use same ID to delete the record. So if you will go to the employee business object and the endpoint, you will see we have the delete API, delete REST endpoint. This delete REST point endpoint is taking one value, one request value as up ID. You can see the parameter as employee ID, and this is the ID we are getting by default whenever we are inserting records, and this ID we are going to assign to the variable. Here in variable we have already that ID, so we are going to use that one. So go to the page, delete button action, and here again we have to call the REST call endpoint. So I will drag this REST here, and here we have to select the endpoint. I will select expand, and instead of updating, patch, or getting, we will go for delete so that we can delete the record. Go select, and now here it will ask the employee ID to delete, and here you can see the employee ID mapping. So I will click here to map, and we are getting employee ID from where? We are getting employee ID from variable. As the first call we are getting the employee details and storing the details in this variable, and this variable having the value. So this is the ID. This ID we are going to map here. Remember, this ID and this employee ID both are different. Based on this employee ID we are getting all the details with this ID, right, from the object. Click on save. Now we are successfully able to delete the record. So now after deleting we want to show the message. So for the showing message we will drag this notification here. We'll select that the confirmation and the message delete successfully, and here we will show records deleted successfully. Now done. Go to the page again, and here we have to run the page. So click on this run. It will take a little bit of time to load the VBCS page, and once the page loaded we will be able to search the employee and then delete the records. So here suppose we have to search the employee at E001, and once click on the search, you can see we have the data, and if we want to delete that record we'll click on this delete. Once we will click on this delete, this employee ID, for that employee ID data will be passed to the API, and here you can see it's showing the display record successfully, and if we will search this employee again we will not be able to get the data. So here we have one issue. there is not issue, but the one design issue. So if we are going to search employee record at E002, employee record is going to get, and once we click here, this record should be removed from here, right? The data should be removed from here. If we are going to click here in the delete, record deleted, right? Once record deleted, this value from delete should be deleted, removed from here, right? This value is not removing here, so we have to remove the value. So how we can do? To go to the page here in the action chain. Once record deleted, we are displaying the notification, right? And after notification display, we should reset the variable, in which variable we have the value. So for resetting the variable, we have one action called reset variable. So we'll drag this reset variable, and here we will select the variable, which variable we want to reset. So we want to reset the variable name as var employee. Select here. Now go to the page and run the page again. So now this time you can see, once we will click on this delete, the record will be removed from this page. So here, suppose, let me check the employee records, whatever we have in the business objects. So you can see all these two records deleted from the object. Right now we have only these two record, that is E003. Once we will click on this E0003 and search, you can see we are able to get the data, and the data is displayed here. And if we will click on this delete, you can see this delete record will be deleted, and here you can see the value in the input box is empty now. Delete successfully. Now if we will search the same record again, you won't be able to see the data. Okay, so we are able to see the data because we are having two employee records, right? Two record with the same ID. If we will search here, you can see this is the second employee. If I will go and click on this delete, this record will be deleted again. And now if we will search this E003 again, we won't be able to get the data, as we are not having any data in the business object. So this is the way we can delete the record from business object. So suppose, if let me add one row from here, right? Department, suppose D001, email as my email at gmail.com, and employee ID I want to give it a E001 again. Employee name, suppose Zafar, and mobile number as 8864648888, something like that, and click on add row. So once we click on this add row, you can see the record inserted here, right? Record inserted here. Let me delete this record. Employee ID is E001. Go to here, search the employee E001. Once we will click here, you can see we are able to see the same data. And if I will click, and before going to delete, suppose if I change the value. So if I will change the value here, right, instead of E002, if I make E00 something, okay, right now it's here, we are not, yeah. So suppose here, if I will change the value again, if I will click, the record will be deleted. Why? Because when we click on the search, this display the data and that variable having the ID, and that ID we are not able to display here, and we are deleting record based on that internal ID. So if we will click here in the delete record, the same record will be deleted. Why deleted? Because we are deleting based on the ID, this ID, and this is the internal ID stored in that variable ID column. So friend, this is the complete details where we created the page to create the employee records in the business object, update the records, delete the record, all the things. Now in next video, we will learn about the table. So we will create one search box, and whatever user will enter here, and once click on search, based on that we want to display the details in tabular form, not in the text box form. So all these things we are going to learn in next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any other queries and you want to ask anything, don't hesitate and forget to make a comment. And I request you to please subscribe this channel. Thank you so much again for watching this video.